Hello ladies and gentlemen, and we are now on to set 3 of WeMade Fox versus ROKAF Air Force Ace in this, the Shinhan Bank Proleague 0809, round 4, week 4. We are going to be seeing 2 OSL winners, and this should be pretty awesome. It's going to be Nada for WeMade Fox, who's won multiple OSLs, multiple MSLs. He's just won lots and lots of things. 59% overall versus Protoss. It's technically his worst matchup at 56%, which means that he is good at absolutely everything. Really good at pretty much everything. And then yeah, Reach is the Mantos. He's got an OSL under his belt. He's got some other silvers and bronze and things. He's got enough bling as well for himself, and he's gonna try and take down the Nada for WeMade Fox. And Reach is 51% overall versus Terran. It's actually, yeah, pretty much versus Terran versus Protoss. He's pretty much equal at about 55 to 56%. He's really good both versus both. He's actually won his last 3 games versus Terrans. 1 against 4GG and 2 against this guy named Major. Don't even know who that is, but that was in the GOM Classic Season 3. And here we go. This is going to be Heartbreak Ridge. It's going to be Nada in the 9 o'clock position and Reach in the 3 o'clock position. Now in the last set, I don't know if you were watching this, but the other day in a game between Bisu and Lita, we saw a proxy gateway that from Bisu, who put on some pressure and then went for a forge inside of his own base and put down a cannon outside of the choke there of outside the choke of the main of Lita, and that ended up taking him all the way to victory with some good micro and some follow-up, and he was able to take that down pretty quickly and impressively. So that was the last PVT I saw in this match, so I've got some high hopes for this. I'm hoping to see another really epic, some real awesome play between these 2 players. These are definitely 2 extremely good players, so we'll see what they can come up with. If we can get some tornado going or something, that'd be a pretty sweet. See some sweet vulture play, maybe see some awesome storms and stuff. And an SCV going out here. We'll see what it decides to do. Some people coming here. ESC. Okay, that is White Raw. He is the ESWC second winner, second place. I don't know what that is. Second winner. I don't know. I don't follow the. Fortunately, I don't follow the foreign leagues that closely. Like, I know who White Raw is. I've heard of his name. I think I've seen a game or 2 of his, but I don't really follow it that closely. And yeah, that was just a supply depot going down for that SCV, not doing anything crazy, just throwing down at the choke, and then he'll throw down a barracks right next to it, I assume, and that'll form a pretty good block there. That he can just throw a couple Marines behind him, be pretty safe. But we saw Lita do this too, and Bisu just went and put a cannon right there outside of that choke and just absolutely destroyed Lita. It was quite impressive, really. Of course, I don't think Reach is going to be going for this at all. Reach just threw down a pylon. I think that was a gateway in the simulator, and he's just going out for the regular scout with his probe. And we'll see if he's able to find a way for his probe to maybe do some harassment to that SCV building the barracks, or just try and sneak his way through. And here we're going to have, yeah, the SCVs are actually just going to exchange. One SCV is going to go and try and do some scout and keep this probe from doing any harassment. And then in a second, SCV is going to come and actually do the building there. Core also going down. Didn't look like there were any probes on gas at the moment. I think he might want to, hopefully he didn't like forget or something. That'd be really bad. And yeah, no player going for any sort of proxy tech here or anything. Reach actually going, ooh, actually Reach going over here to the top right, throwing down a pylon. So it's not going to be proxy tech, but it's definitely going to be hidden tech of some form. And we will see what he throws down there. I don't know if this will be DTs or Robo Facility or what it'll be, but yeah, definitely a pylon going down there, unless it's just for scouting purposes, which would be very odd against a Terran player that he's already seen the supply depot on the racks. That's got to be some hidden tech there. And now Nada's going to come in here and get a full scout on everything, but nothing too special to see. I don't think he can't really see anything suspicious quite yet. It's pretty much the norm, and only 1 SCV left on gas, so this should be a pretty fast expansion now for Nada. And I saw a factory going down as well, so this will probably be a 1 fac into expansion. We'll see if it's if it's actually an FD or what he decides to do here. But yeah, I do expect there to be a command center going down pretty soon here for Nada. And he has a Marine down at the bottom of the map, just wandering around, making sure there isn't any shenanigans going on. Since it is Heartbreak Ridge and there's just such a big map with so many places that you can put things, looks like both players are just throwing stuff everywhere, wandering around, just making sure that no shenanigans are going to be had. And SCV going to the top left there, also scouting out there, because that would be a pretty favorite spot for proxy techs. I've seen it twice, I think, already in TVTs. Haven't seen it in a PVT yet, but certainly would be a viable spot to do it from. Yeah, and also that Marine went to the bottom, checked the bottom left, made sure that the minerals were still there, and that'll go to the bottom right, make sure that there's nothing else going down there. And actually, it looks like that pylon was just there for scouting purposes. It looks like he isn't going to be throwing down any hidden tech there. That was just literally for scouting. So, and it also looks like he threw down a pylon in the bottom left of his main, also probably for the same reason, just for scouting purposes. And Reach, yeah, so Reach is throwing his pylons all around his area of control, just to keep his vision up. He still has this probe just sitting here attacking the supply depot, just chilling, and Nada building a command center right next to his first command center, probably trying to hide the fact that he is going for this fast expand, just to keep Reach in the dark a little bit longer. But I think Reach is probably assuming it, because he does send a probe out here, and he is going to set up for his second base as well. I expect that to pop up any second now, pretty much as soon as he has 400 minerals. We'll see how long it takes for Nada to realize there are 3 Dragoons out, and they should be able to stop this Marine from getting any sort of a scout here. Yeah, that Marine's just gonna die. I don't think the Dragoons have range yet. I didn't see it spinning early, so it's going to be a little bit later range. He might be close to done already if he started somewhat earlier. And 2 tanks down for Nada there at his choke, and that should be a pretty safe expand considering there's nothing for Reach moving out, but still that is pretty safe. And this is going to be 2 gate obs expand for Reach. Actually a very safe play for Protoss. One of the safest plays you can really do is the 2 gate obs expand. That is very traditional, very safe. And something else going down there at the base there. I hope they click. Okay, that's just a turret for just in case Reach went for fast DTs or something. He threw down a turret at that choke just in case, and that'll guard against both of the chokes, and it'll also guard against if anything coming down from that ramp. So that's a really good spot for him. Idle probe there for Reach. There it goes, doing something. And he is throwing down a Citadel of Adun in the bottom left corner of his base, and that is definitely a good spot to put it in because normal scans would not look for it there. It's going to check the main, it's going to check the natural. Those are going to be the first 2 places to look for tech buildings, and then after that it just becomes whatever your gut feeling is. I'm sure that the pros probably have an actual technique to it, but after that it's really just a guesswork. And an observer is in the base of Nada getting a full scout on, bypasses that missile turret. I don't know if Nada has seen that. He should really stop moving it. Reach should just to try and keep it a secret and just get a ton of information from it. I saw that in the in another game. I can't remember. It was a PvT on Destination, and there was just it was actually really in Daezang, where Daezang just had an observer right in the middle of Reilly's base and just knew, and every time anything that Reilly did, he was able to counter it before it even really happened, which was quite impressive. And yeah, that game was just really awesome in general, with a 31 kill Reaver. You know, that's pretty fun. And it looks like Reach wants to set up for a base here at the top right, and there was an SCV there, but it goes down to a Dragoon, and then a pylon going down there at that choke there, so he might throw down a cannon or 2, or maybe a full pylon block, I'm not sure. And also a Stargate going down, so this is probably going to be for fast Arbiters, I think is what's going on here. He's going to try and get that 3rd gas maybe. If he goes for that base at the top right, that'll be for 3 gas and go straight to Arbiters, and skip a lot of the mid game. No Reavers, no DTs. He's going to skip a lot of that and hope to just catch Nada by surprise. We'll see how this works for him. Although the 3rd base hasn't gone down yet, but that pylon was there in a very defensive posture there at that tighter area. So I'm going to expect that he will throw down a Nexus relatively soon. Otherwise, I don't really know why he's choosing to defend that area so heavily, because he's got Dragoons up there as well. And Nada, hello Nada. Nada is completely stone cold impassive.